What's going on, everyone? Mosey and Moses here. Today's video just gonna be greasing and loving up Ole Betsie now that she's back from trucking. Back from a week's worth of trucking. She put on quite a few miles. So I'm gonna get her all greased up, check all the fluids, all the lights and everything. Get her ready for the next trip. Don't know when that's going to be, but get her all ready to go. Going to be taking much better care of her now than I did before. So let's get to greasing her. Oh, and I'll also, I was asked to show all the switches and explain what they do in Ole Betsie, because you guys see me flipping switches a lot in her and don't know what they do. So I'll show you guys the switches and explain what they do and when I use them. But I'll get to greasing now. Start with the easy to reach grease nipples. Sure takes a lot less grease when you do it frequently. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh, that is not good. Ole Betsie needs a new wheel seal. That is why you grease and check them. Good thing I greased her. Because, yeah, that wheel seal is shot. Come on, get off there. Oh, wow. Ooh. Both front wheel seals are shot. This is why you service trucks. Well, they're both really bad. brake. Come on. No. Gotta change that grease nipple. These wheel seals look good on this side. I'll check that side. Then I'll crawl underneath her and grease her. That one's dry. That one's dry. I'll pick the camera back up in a bit. I'm not going to record while I'm underneath struggling. Now let's go inside and show you guys the switches. Oh. Ooh, yeah, that underglow looks good. But anyways, we'll start on this side of the dash. This switch, I don't use it right now because I don't have the air ride on the front end of Ole Betsie right now. I'll eventually be putting it back on, but this switch was to dump my front suspension. The switch right beside it is for my fifth wheel, for the slider for my fifth wheel. This is the good old Jake brake switch. This valve was for the front suspension too, to adjust the pressure in the airbags. Then for the gauges. Believe this one is for the suction for my fuel pump. This one is for my air cleaner, my pyrometer, my exhaust gas temperature, my boost gauge, amp meter gauge, the tach, engine oil temperature, fuel pressure, oil pressure, water temperature, voltage, my applied brake pressure gauge, then the air pressure in my primary and secondary air tanks, fuel gauge, speedometer. Top gauge is my transmission temp, front differential temp, rear diff temp. This was the air pressure gauge for the front suspension, air pressure for the rear suspension. This switch down here is for my tag axle or pusher axle, whatever you want to call it. And then this switch is for my bunk heater, like my Webasto bunk heater. This switch is to turn on the power to inside my bunk. This one's for my engine Webasto heater. My light switch gauge. This one's for the headlights. This one's for my clearance lights, which is also my underglow inside the truck. This switch is for clearance lights. I mean, this one's for dash lights, not clearance lights. Clearance lights. And another clearance light switch. This switch is for switching between my fuel tanks. This toggle switch is for my engine fan, or no, sorry, my mirror heat, engine fan, backup lights, my rear suspension deflate switch, and this is my rear lockers for my rear axle. This is the power divide to lock both axles together. Those two switches are the main ones you see me flipping when I get to intersections, so that I don't spin a tire and break a U-joint or a rear end when the road changes level. And this is for my driver's side windshield wiper, my washer fluid, my passenger side windshield wiper, my tractor brake air supply, and my trailer air supply button. And then all those down that side, those are all the breakers for the electrical inner. And that's all the switches inside. Oh, and right here, this is the controller for my Bluetooth stereo. And this is my splitter stick. So this is low range, high range. And then over here, because my truck's a 13 speed, this is direct, and that's overdrive. And that's all the switches inside. Oh, no, sorry, there's two more switches. This switch is for the white lights. Then this switch is for all the green lights, to make all the lights go green on Ole Betsie. And that's it for all the switches on Ole Betsie. soon enough I'll be driving her again. But my buddy JP has helped me tidy up the wiring a lot. We still gotta redo the wiring right there, but we used wire loom and loomed up all the wires so they're not just hanging out all over the place looking like a rat's nest anymore. Thanks JP for the help with that. And yeah, that's the inside of the cabin of Ole Betsie. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. Different little shop video, doing some greasing and all that. And I spoke to my boss about my wheel seals with how bad they're leaking. He said that's warranty work because we just did the kingpins on the front axle and a whole bunch of other components. It's a brand new front end, so might have to change the front hubs, unfortunately, on the old girl, being as she's not holding oil in the wheel seals. The wheel seals are letting them by, so that means they're not fitting right. And these are the lightweight aluminum hubs, and they end up stretching after a certain amount of time, so they might be stretched out, and I might have to replace the hubs, which is unfortunate, but that's trucking for you. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.